Busting y'all ass. If you like Caitlyn Clark, you gotta hate Angel. And if you love Angel, you can't say anything good about Caitlyn Clark.
Caitlyn Clark is reportedly set to sign with Nike. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, that deal is worth $28 million over 8 years.
Check out this clip of Caitlyn Clark sinking a three-pointer from way downtown. Remind you of anyone? Maybe a certain Larry Bird? Well, it turns out Bird noticed the similarity too. And now, these two sharpshooting legends are teaming up. But it's not all high fives and celebration. Some people are crying foul. Let's break down why this partnership is such a big deal, and why it's got some folks upset. Larry Bird and Caitlyn Clark are like basketball twins born decades apart. It's uncanny. Bird, the legend from French Lick, Indiana, and Clark, the Iowa phenom. They're from totally different times, but their games? Eerily similar. Bird's been watching Clark play, and he's not just impressed, he's completely blown away.
And great passers. So I see the comparison there. And it is interesting to see if she follows the career of Larry Bird, where he gets 3 MVPs in a row and 3 titles.
We're talking late night phone calls, intense strategy sessions, the whole 9 yards. Bird's taking Clark under his wing like she's his basketball protege or something. You're probably thinking, why now? Why Clark? Well, that's where things get pretty interesting. Clark isn't just good at basketball. She's changing the entire game. And Bird? He sees something in her that reminds him of, well, himself. It's like looking in a mirror that shows you your younger self, but way cooler. Clark's got that same court vision, that unreal passing ability, and a three-point shot that makes defenders want to quit on the spot.
You bet your ass there is a Caitlyn Clark effect on all of basketball, and especially on women's basketball.
Bird sees all that, and he's thinking, this kid could be even better than I was. That's insane, right? So, get this. Not everyone's happy about this dream team. Some folks are crying foul. They're saying it's not fair that Clark's getting special treatment. There's all this talk about who gets opportunities in the WNBA and why. So why is this partnership shaking up the basketball world so much? It's not just about skills, it's about legacy. Bird's not just teaching Clark how to play, he's passing down decades of basketball wisdom. We're talking secrets that made him a legend, tricks that left defenders scratching their heads. And Clark? She's soaking it all up like a sponge. She's already incredible, but with Bird's guidance, she could become something we've never seen before in women's basketball. That's what's got everyone talking, debating, and sometimes arguing. This isn't only about making Clark a better player. It's about potentially changing the landscape of women's basketball, and that's why everyone's watching so closely.
Busting y'all ass. If you like Caitlyn Clark, you gotta hate Angel. And if you love Angel, you can't say anything good about Caitlyn Clark.
Will this unlikely duo revolutionize the game? Or will the pressure and controversy be too much? One thing's for sure. We're all gonna find out together. You think you've seen everything in basketball? Think again. Clark's not just living up to the hype. She's creating a whole new level of it. Her influence goes way beyond the court. Picture this. It's game night, and the arena is packed to the rafters. But they're not here for the home team. Nope. They're all here for Caitlyn Clark.
You cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlyn Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will watch the game.
The rookie who's playing like she's been in the league forever. It's pretty crazy, wouldn't you say? Let's talk numbers for a second. Clark's not just good, she's rewriting the record books. But you know what's even crazier? Her impact off the court? Nike just signed her to a deal worth $28 million over 8 years.
Now, Nike signed Caitlyn Clark back in April to a $28 million deal. And that in itself broke the internet.
That's the biggest sponsorship contract ever for a women's basketball player. And get this, it includes her own signature shoe. That's insane for a rookie. But it's not just about the money or the stats. Clark's got that special something.
And she's going to have her own shoe, which to me, I mean, it's genius to be able to sign her up because
Nike struck absolute gold when they signed Caitlyn Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal.
The it factor that makes you stop whatever you're doing and watch. She's got moves that'll make your head spin. Passes that seem impossible. And don't even get me started on her three-point shot. It's just not fair to the other team. The fans are going absolutely wild for her. You know how I know? Check this out. The WNBA's streaming service messed up and said all games would be available, including Angel Reese's debut. So, what happened? A fan live streamed the game and got over 620,000 views. That's crazy. People are dying to watch Clark play. And it's not just casual fans. Victoria Jackson, this sports historian, says Clark's performances are bringing in new fans and even getting old ones back into women's college basketball. It's like she's got this magnetic pull or something. With all this attention comes a whole new set of challenges. Clark's in the spotlight 24/7 now. Every move she makes, on and off the court, is under a microscope. And not everyone's being nice about it. There's pressure, criticism, and even some haters coming her way. That's where Larry Bird comes in. He's been through all this before. He knows what it's like to be the center of attention, to have everyone watching your every move. Bird's not just teaching Clark how to play better, he's teaching her how to handle everything that comes with being a superstar. And trust me, that's a whole different game. You think you know everything about Larry Bird's coaching style? Think again. He's got Clark doing things that would make most players quit on day one. But there's a method to his madness, and it's leading to something huge. What game-changing announcement are these two about to drop? Let's talk about Larry Bird for a second. This guy isn't just teaching Clark how to play better. He's rewiring her whole basketball brain. We're talking late-night film sessions that go on for hours. Bird's breaking down every single play, every move, like he's solving a complex puzzle.
You want me to just say I told you so, or are you willing to say, Stephen A., you did tell us? Really? Caitlyn Clark is the golden glue.
And Clark, she's soaking it all up like a sponge. Bird's sharing secrets he's never told anyone before. Tricks that made him a legend on the court. It's like he's handing over the keys to his basketball kingdom. You know those impossible passes Bird used to make? He's teaching Clark how to see those openings before they even happen. Now, don't think this is all fun and games. Bird's tough, like really tough. He's pushing Clark to her absolute limits. There are days when Clark's ready to throw in the towel, her muscles are screaming, her brain's fried, and she's wondering if it's all worth it. But Bird? He won't let her quit. He sees something in Clark that reminds him of himself, and he's not about to let that potential go to waste.
He reports Nike wants to prioritize A'ja Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star.
This partnership isn't just about making Clark a better player. It's about changing the entire game of women's basketball. Bird and Clark are cooking up something big. They've been making joint appearances, dropping hints about their shared vision for the sport. It's got everyone buzzing, trying to figure out what they're up to. So, what's the deal with this huge announcement they just made? Well, they're not just talking about on-court stuff. They're talking about revolutionizing how people see women's basketball. It's about bringing in new fans, changing perceptions, and taking the game to a whole new level. Bird and Clark aren't just a mentor and protege. They're becoming a basketball power duo that could reshape the entire sport. And trust me, you're going to want to watch how this plays out. Just when you thought Clark was on top of the world, things take a wild turn. Remember that rivalry with Angel Reese? It's about to explode in a way nobody saw coming. What's really fueling this heated face-off? And it could get messy. Not everyone's cheering for the Bird-Clark Dream Team. Some folks are saying it's not fair, that Clark's getting special treatment. And you know what? It's not just about basketball skills anymore. A'ja Wilson, the Las Vegas Aces star, dropped a truth bomb that's got everyone talking. She said, "I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people may say it's not about black and white, but to me, it is." Whoa. Wilson's pointing out that black women often don't get the same love and recognition, even when they're crushing it on the court. Did I mention the Nike deal Clark just landed? $28 million over 8 years.
Caitlyn Clark is reportedly set to sign with Nike. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, that deal is worth $28 million over 8 years.
That's the biggest sponsorship contract ever for a women's basketball player. It's huge, but it's also stirring up questions. Why is Clark getting this massive deal when there are established black stars who haven't seen anything like it?
Business. And therefore, Nike knows that Caitlyn Clark equals interest, equals fans buying merchandise.
Victoria Jackson, this sports historian, says Clark's bringing in new fans to women's basketball. That's awesome, right? But she also admits there are racial reasons why Clark's getting more attention than players who came before her. It's a touchy subject, but it's one that's impossible to ignore. Clark's not blind to all this. She's actually said that she and Reese are part of something bigger in women's basketball. She's trying to focus on their competitive spirit, not just their rivalry. But man, the debate about how Clark's treated in the media compared to other players, It's getting louder every day. And you know something else that's wild? Daniel Kilvington, this media expert, says that about 1% of all social media posts in sports are straight up hate speech. And guess who's in the crosshairs? Athletes like Clark and Reese. They're dealing with a whole different level of online drama.
He's a rookie in the league whose team sucked, who asked out at the end of the season with an injury, who won't shut up about herself.
Clark's in the middle of a storm she never saw coming. The pressure's building, the critics are getting louder, and you can bet she's feeling the heat. But Bird's been through all this before. He knows how to handle the pressure, the criticism, the doubt. He's been there, done that. So here's the deal with Bird and Clark teaming up. It's not just about making Clark a better player. This partnership could change women's basketball forever. Think about it. A legend like Bird passing down his secrets to a rising star like Clark? That's huge. But let's be real. The pressure on Clark is insane. Everyone's watching her every move. Some people love her, others are crying foul. Can she handle it all? That's the million-dollar question.
See that. We see the capability on the basketball court. She can shoot, she can handle, she certainly can pass, okay? I look at it from that standpoint, and I say mad respect.
Will this unlikely duo revolutionize the game? Or will all the drama be too much? We don't know yet, but one thing's for sure. Clark's got the skills, and now she's got Bird in her corner. The whole basketball world is holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. It's like we're all courtside watching history unfold. Belt up, folks. It's gonna be one wild ride. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. We really appreciate it. And of course, please make a comment and like and subscribe to our channel. Now let's go.